What if I told you that every night while you sleep peacefully, believing your body is recovering, your precious muscle tissue might actually be disappearing without you even knowing it? Hello, my wonderful community. I'm Dr. Katalyn Cari, and if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button because we're building something special together. A community where we support each other in aging gracefully and maintaining our strength and independence. And if you're already part of our family, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments where you're watching from today. This topic is incredibly close to my heart because I've witnessed too many patients discover this reality too late. Just last month, Eleanor, a vibrant 64-year-old grandmother, came to my office in tears. She told me how just 18 months ago she could easily carry her groceries, play with her grandchildren, and maintain her beautiful garden. But suddenly, she found herself struggling to get out of her favorite armchair and needing help with tasks that used to be second nature. What Eleanor didn't realize was that every single night, while she thought her body was resting and healing, a silent thief was stealing her strength, bit by bit, hour by hour. This thief has a name in medical science. We call it sarcopenia, and it's affecting 1 in 3 adults over 60. But here's what makes me passionate about sharing this information with you today. This condition is completely preventable and even reversible when you know what to do. The numbers are startling, my friends. After age 50, we naturally lose between 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every single year. But here's the part that's going to surprise you. The majority of this loss doesn't happen while you're active during the day. It happens while you sleep. Think of your muscle mass like a savings account. From birth until about age 30, we're making constant deposits. Our muscles grow, strengthen, and maintain themselves beautifully. But after 30, and especially after 50, we start making more withdrawals than deposits. The research shows we lose between 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade after 30, but after 50, this loss accelerates dramatically. Now, let me explain exactly what's happening in your body when you go to bed each night. I call this the overnight muscle breakdown cycle, and once you understand it, you'll never think about sleep the same way again. Approximately 3 hours after your last meal, your body depletes the available amino acids in your bloodstream. Amino acids are the building blocks of muscle, like bricks for a house. When these run out, your body faces a critical decision. Imagine you're building a house and you run out of bricks in the middle of the night, but the repair and maintenance work must continue. What do? Exactly what your body does. You start taking apart other sections of the house to get the bricks you need. During deep sleep, especially between 2 and 6 a.m., your body enters what we call a catabolic state. This means it begins breaking down muscle tissue to obtain the amino acids necessary to maintain vital functions. It's like having a loan with interest that gets collected every night, and your body pays that interest with pieces of your precious muscle. Night after night, your muscle account gets depleted without you even realizing it. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine showed that during overnight fasting, an older adult's body can lose up to 40 grams of muscle protein. To put that in perspective, that's equivalent to losing a small piece of steak worth of muscle every single night. But here's what gives me hope, and what I want to share with all of you in our community today. There's a window of opportunity that most people completely ignore. A window that can transform those 8 hours of muscle destruction into 8 hours of muscle building and strengthening. How do you know if this is happening to you? Sarcopenia is sneaky because symptoms appear gradually, like water slowly seeping through a wall until one day you realize you have a serious problem. The first symptoms to watch for are subtle. You get tired faster climbing stairs. You need more momentum to get out of bed. Do your grocery bags feel heavier than before? Do you notice your pants fitting looser in the thighs but tighter around the waist? These could be early warning signs. Now, you might be wondering why your doctor hasn't warned you about overnight muscle loss. The answer might surprise and even frustrate you, just as it frustrated me when I first discovered this gap in traditional medicine. First, conventional medicine focuses on treating diseases, not preventing quality of life decline. Sarcopenia won't kill you overnight like a heart attack, so it doesn't receive the attention it deserves. It's the medical equivalent of ignoring a roof leak until the entire house collapses. Second, there's what I call the nighttime eating conspiracy in the food industry. Major companies have invested millions in making you believe that eating before bed is bad, that you'll gain weight, that it goes against all principles of healthy eating. Why? Because it's more profitable to sell you weight loss products and expensive supplements than to teach you how to prevent muscle loss with simple foods you already have at home. Think about it. How many times have you heard, "Don't eat after 6 p.m.?" or "Breakfast is the most important meal of the day"? These mantras are repeated so often we accept them as absolute truths. But have you ever asked who benefits from you following this advice? The truth is, the food industry doesn't want you to know that the simplest and most effective solution for maintaining strong muscles is something as basic as what you eat before bed. But science doesn't lie, and what I'm about to show you will change your perspective forever. When you go to sleep, your body doesn't shut down like a computer. On the contrary, it enters its most intensive work mode. During sleep, your body is performing cellular repairs, consolidating memories, releasing growth hormones, and here's the key: deciding which tissues to maintain and which to sacrifice. During the first 4 hours of sleep, your body primarily uses stored glycogen, sugar, to maintain its functions. But here's the problem. After those 4 hours, especially if more than 6 hours have passed since your last meal, your body runs out of easy fuel. This is when it enters what scientists call the prolonged post-absorptive state. In simple terms, your body is operating in energy emergency mode, and in this mode it has two options: use fat as fuel or use muscle. Here's the problem. Using fat as fuel is a slow and complicated process. Using muscle is quick and efficient. Guess which one your body chooses when it needs quick energy to maintain vital functions? A revolutionary study published in Cell Metabolism showed that during prolonged overnight fasting, older adults' bodies can enter muscle catabolism up to 40% faster than younger adults. It's like an old machine that burns more fuel to do the same job. But here comes the revelation that changed everything in my medical practice. In recent years, researchers discovered something extraordinary. There exists what we now call the overnight anabolic window. It turns out that between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., our bodies experience a natural peak in growth hormone and IGF-1 production. These are the hormones responsible for muscle building and repair. It's like having a construction crew working on your house, but only during those specific hours. If you don't provide them with the right materials, amino acids, during that window, the crew either goes home without doing anything or worse, begins dismantling part of the house to get materials. A fascinating study in the Journal of Applied Physiology followed 120 older adults for 6 months. Half consumed protein before bed. The other half followed traditional eating patterns. The results were amazing. The group that ate nighttime protein didn't just maintain their muscle mass. They increased it by an average of 2.3 kilograms. But this isn't everything. What really excited me was discovering that nighttime nutritional timing doesn't just prevent muscle loss. It can reverse years of deterioration in a matter of months. And here's the part that fascinates me most. Not all proteins work the same during the night. There's a specific type of protein that acts like life insurance for your muscles while you sleep. The time has come for the big revelation. The food that can transform your nights from muscle destruction to muscle construction is called casein. And you probably already have it in your refrigerator. Casein is a protein found naturally in dairy products, especially in cheese and yogurt. But here's what makes it absolutely unique and perfect for nighttime. It's what scientists call a slow-release protein. Imagine you have two types of fuel for a fire: newspaper and wooden logs. The paper burns fast and bright but is consumed in minutes. The logs burn slowly, providing constant heat for hours. Casein is like the wooden logs for your muscles. When you consume other proteins like chicken or whey protein, they're absorbed quickly in 1 to 2 hours, causing a high spike of amino acids in the blood that then disappears. But casein is different. It's absorbed slowly over 6 to 8 hours, providing a constant supply of amino acids throughout the night. A pioneering study from Maastricht University followed participants during a complete night using isotope tracing techniques. They discovered that those who consumed casein before bed had 22% greater muscle protein synthesis throughout the night compared to those who ate nothing. But that's not all. Casein has a unique characteristic. When it reaches the stomach, it forms what we call a gastric gel. This gel acts like a natural sustained-release capsule, dosing amino acids to your bloodstream exactly when your body needs them for overnight muscle repair. It's like having an 4-drip of amino acids connected directly to your muscles throughout the night. While you sleep, your muscles are receiving a constant supply of the building blocks they need to repair and strengthen themselves. Now, the million-dollar question. Where do you get this miraculous protein? The answer will excite you because these are common, accessible, and delicious foods. Cottage cheese is the most concentrated source of casein you can find. 1 cup of cottage cheese contains approximately 28 grams of pure casein. It's like having a premium protein supplement, but in the form of natural, tasty food. Greek yogurt contains approximately 15 to 20 grams of casein per serving. The key is choosing plain yogurt without added sugar. Sugar can interfere with casein's slow absorption and cause insulin spikes we don't want before bed. Here's my secret trick. Mix Greek yogurt with a tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds not only add fiber and omega-3s but create a delicious pudding texture that makes the experience like eating a healthy dessert. For those who prefer something more traditional and comforting, a glass of warm milk with cinnamon is perfect. Milk contains approximately 80% casein and 20% whey, providing both slow and fast amino acid release. Cinnamon isn't just for flavor. It helps stabilize blood sugar levels during the night and has anti-inflammatory properties that can improve sleep quality. But here's the secret few people know. There's a specific way to prepare and combine these foods that triples their benefits. This special preparation is what I use with my most successful patients, and the results are extraordinary. After years of research and testing with thousands of patients, I've developed what I call the perfect formula for maximizing overnight muscle building. Exact amount: 25 to 40 grams of casein depending on your body weight. If you weigh less than 150 pounds, 25 grams is sufficient. If you weigh more than 180 pounds, you need 30 to 40 grams. Optimal timing: between 1 to 2 hours before going to bed. Not immediately before because you want the initial digestion to finish before deep sleep, but not too early because you'd lose part of the overnight release effect. Here's my secret. Add 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter. Almonds contain magnesium that improves sleep quality and healthy fats that make casein absorb even more slowly. If you use cottage cheese, mix it with a teaspoon of raw honey, no more, and a handful of chopped walnuts. If you prefer Greek yogurt, add chia seeds and a pinch of natural vanilla. Avoid adding acidic fruits like pineapple or strawberries. Acids can accelerate casein digestion, losing its slow-release effect. Neutral fruits like ripe banana are fine, but in small quantities. Keep carbohydrates to a minimum. You want your body to use fat as fuel during the night and reserve all amino acids for muscle building. Let me share my 5 favorite recipes that have transformed my patients' lives. These aren't just nutritious. They're absolutely delicious. Recipe number 1: the champion's pudding. 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 6 chopped walnuts, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, a pinch of cinnamon. Mix everything and let it sit for 10 minutes. The chia seeds absorb liquid and create an incredible pudding texture. Recipe number 2: the perfect night smoothie. 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, half a ripe banana, a pinch of vanilla. Blend everything. It's like a healthy milkshake that works for you while you sleep. Recipe number 3: the bodybuilder's secret. This is the recipe many professional athletes use, but it's rarely talked about publicly. 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon of pure cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of natural peanut butter, 5 almonds, stevia to taste. Cocoa contains theobromine, a compound that binds to adenosine receptors in the brain, improving deep sleep quality. But here's the secret ingredient that professional bodybuilders use and few people know about. They add a pinch of sea salt. Why salt? Salt improves amino acid absorption and helps maintain electrolyte balance during the night, preventing cramps and improving protein synthesis. Recipe number 4: the comforting classic. 1 glass of warm milk, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg. Recipe number 5, for diabetics. No added sugar, 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 10 chopped almonds, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, natural vanilla extract, stevia to taste. Nighttime casein is powerful, but its effectiveness multiplies when you combine it with these lifestyle factors. You don't need to go to the gym. 15 minutes of light resistance exercise 3 times a week can increase casein response by up to 40%. The best exercises are chair squats using just a chair, 10 to 15 repetitions, wall push-ups, 10 to 20 repetitions, calf raises while washing dishes, resistance band exercises. Do these exercises in the morning or afternoon, never before bed. Nighttime exercise can interfere with sleep and reduce casein effectiveness. A study showed that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night have 50% less protein synthesis, even with adequate casein consumption. It's like having the best construction materials but no workers to use them. Tips for better sleep. Cool temperature 65 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, completely dark room, no screens 1 hour before bed, consistent relaxation routine. Stay well hydrated during the day, but reduce liquids 2 hours before bed to avoid nighttime interruptions. Dehydration reduces protein synthesis by up to 20%. Exception: you can take your casein preparation with the minimum amount of liquid needed. Now come the most common mistakes I see over and over again. Avoid these mistakes and your results will accelerate dramatically. Mistake 1: excess sugar. Adding sweet fruits, too much honey, or artificial sweeteners can cause insulin spikes that interfere with overnight fat burning and sleep quality. Mistake 2: excessive portions. More isn't better. Consuming more than 40 grams of protein at once saturates amino acid receptors, and the excess converts to glucose, losing the muscle-building effect. Mistake 3: incorrect timing. Eating immediately before lying down can cause reflux and heavy digestion. Too early, more than 3 hours before, reduces the nighttime effect. Mistake 4: the deadly combination. There's a specific combination that 80% of people make that not only cancels all the benefits of casein but can worsen overnight muscle loss. My dear community, we've covered so much ground today, and I hope this information empowers you to take control of your muscle health and aging process. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean losing our strength and independence. With the right knowledge and tools, we can age gracefully while maintaining our vitality. I want to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing your experience. Have you noticed signs of muscle loss? Are you going to try the casein protocol? Which recipe sounds most appealing to you? Your stories and questions help our entire community learn and grow together. If this video has been helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. A parent, grandparent, friend, or neighbor who might benefit from this information. Muscle loss is a silent epidemic, but the solution is simple when you have the right information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. We're building a community of people who refuse to accept that aging means becoming weak and dependent. Every week, I share scientifically backed strategies to help you age with strength, vitality, and independence. Thank you so much for being part of our community. Thank you for watching, for caring about your health, and for being here with me on this journey. I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue building the best version of yourself together. Until next time, sweet dreams and strong muscles.